everyone ready for Doge Day? It's the 20th of April. We're pre-market, 1.5 hours away from the stock market open. And first, of course, the intro. Hello, chat. Hello, everybody out there. Crypto is looking much better today, and I mean the alts. Long leg Doge is getting taken out. We'll see soon. Well, everybody, you know what time it is. It's time for us to get into the pre-market hype. And I'll tell you what, it's 20th of the 4th, obviously, 20th of April here, and everyone's talking about Doge. I saw it trending on Twitter before in Australia. The question is this going to work out? Or is Doge done and all the money, all the smart money is starting to move into the altcoins? Altcoins looking a little bit more tasty than possibly Doge right now. What do you guys think? We'll have to see soon. We'll be taking a look at, of course, crypto to start off with, getting into the stock market, super chats. If you guys want to join the membership crew, the Stonk Squad or the Diamond Hands or whatever during it, we'll be answering your questions as well. But I'm pretty pumped for Tuesday. Guys, are you pumped? Are you pumped for today? Things are looking a little bit better. Unfortunately, GME crowd, you missed your 173 resistance yesterday, but there's always a new day out there. Check this out. I was looking at KSM before. You guys know I like KSM. Don't worry about the daily, because we'll go over to BTC very soon. But have a look when we go down to the other time frames. What's that? Long leg Doge. Nasty long leg Doge. Getting taken out there. What? Wait, my drawing thing's gone. I can't draw. Huh. All right, well, let me just get rid of that drawing thing and reload it back up. I'm sure it'll work this time. Here we go. There we go, better. Got the drawing thing. So long leg Doge, closed above, usually a pretty bullish sign. Obviously a 4-hour time frame, very nice time frame to be doing on. But of course, it all leans back to BTC. BTC, BTC, BTC. We talk about this one all the time, and it has to hold here. I mean, you really need to hold here. And I'll just explain by zooming this out. Has anyone seen, can anyone tell me which moving average is looking a little nasty right now? We need it to hold, but it is looking strong. What do you guys think? Torrio says it's all fun and games until Doge helps with a small Bitcoin correction. That's right. What the hell was it doing? Taking out my Bitcoin, taking out everything else. Levia says gold is important. Yeah, gold trading around 1772. We'll check that out. Donkin Dave says, who needs gold when you have crypto? Very true. Emil says, morning Tom, all hail the great Doge. Any thoughts on some of the alts? INJ in particular. Maybe we'll take a look at that one. Maybe we'll take a particular look. Let me see what this alert is. It's an alert for all of the coins, and all the coins are up 8.74% from, I guess, before. So people are coming in. You guys know what it is. 50 exponential moving average. It actually hasn't gone under the 50 ever since this breakout occurred last year. So when Bitcoin went crazy, it held the 50 once over here, twice over here, and of course it's slowing with its speed increase over here, but very important hold. And let's just zoom in here on it. We'll quick our Alt R, by the way, resets your charts if you're not sure. And you'll notice quickly that it's holding around this zone. So guys, this is the place that we want BTC to hold. We'd love it to close like this. You've got a long leg Doge. You've got a massive pickup that occurred. You've got a retest again, and then potentially another pickup that's going to close here. If it closes here, I'm getting quite bullish on BTC. And that just makes so much sense to me. We've got previous horizontal support. You've got multiple buy wicks. That's the type of thing that dreams are made of when it comes to any trade. It doesn't matter whether it's a crypto or a stock. It's the type of thing that you're looking for. You want a little bit more bullish momentum coming through. But if we see it like this, maybe a little bit of movement up tomorrow. So say it closes here, a little bit of movement up. That would be great. And once it closes above the long lead doji, you know the decision is made. The decision is made. It's held 50 MA exponential, but don't drop that 20 MA. Yeah, well, the 20 MA will now be a little bit of dynamic resistance on the way up. But again, this price momentum is key. Let's move over here to Ethereum. I want to just quickly talk about Ethereum. Again, very, very, very nice technicals. I saw this in the room. Congratulations to people that are drawing the correct type of stuff. This is the type of level that you want to be paying attention to. Of course, this is the 2140-ish zone. Why is it that? Who cares? Let's call it 2150. Buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure. It's a carbon copy of the BTC chart. Very, very close. Good morning as well to the 619 people that are joining us for the intro for Tuesday morning. Umar says, my gold physical ETF is down the last 2 days. Yeah, well, it will be because gold ran 1780 on Friday. So gold already ran quite high on the Friday session. We'll take a look very soon though at gold. It just needs to consolidate here, find further strength, and then of course get above 1790. Remember, gold physical ETF is going to be a little bit different depending on what's going on in the markets with spot. It won't always trade exactly 1-to-1. It really does depend. So Ethereum looking really great. No cause to be alarmed here. Closure underneath the 20 here would be not ideal. So we'll watch for the daily there. Move over to ADA. ADA, you'll notice, is buying up, but this has always been the slower one. So ADA and DOT are actually a lot slower on the pickup. And just like last time in Link, Chain Link, after its crash this morning, down to 33, is being picked up at a faster rate. So is XRP. It's a little bit sluggish though here on XRP compared to yesterday. Again, when it crashed on Sunday, it picked up heavily back to the 153. Expect XRP to return relatively quickly if the coins continue to pick up. Taking a gold break, says Trilly Messiah. Exactly. Exactly. What happened to the 420? Well, the reason why it doesn't work at this stage, and I must load Doge up in the background here. So let's load up Doge and have a look. One of the reasons that I could see Doge not playing the game as much as we'd hoped, but I do think it'll play some game today, is because when everyone expects something to happen, you guys know it doesn't usually happen. It's when you least expect it that things do occur. This still will trend today, and I'm still thinking that the market looks to be bullish. I mean, what is there bearish about this current price action? Nothing yet. We have 4 hour here on Doji, pick up buy, nice big hammer there. I'd like to see further strength through this session that we're doing today. In fact, we'll be dialing in on this because we've just got a new 4 hour opened. I want to see strength and a new high ideally. A new high, then we can get through this last previous high. It's done enough. Look at the 8 hour. It's done enough. Big bullish hammer rejection. Things are looking a lot better. We did a poll of the community today. It seems like very split. People were either under 10 cents in a week for Doge or over $1. There wasn't much in the middle. There was just literally those two differences. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. We got Victor Mara coming in with their first donation of the day. Thank you so much. CZK $19. No message, but I appreciate it a lot, Victor. Thank you for your contribution to supporting the stream. Got Harry in here as well. Tesla stock will be the lead indicator for all tech stocks today, he says. If she pops, it will lead to the sector. So if anyone didn't watch the video we created today, we talked about how Elon Musk came out and he said, hey guys, Wall Street Journal, everyone else that's saying this car blew up for all these reasons and it wasn't working correctly, they're a bit wrong. They don't have all the information, and Tesla did pop after hours because of that, and we'll take a look soon in the pre-market here. Also got Mushroom Cap coming in with the US $4.99 donation. Good morning, Tom. Can you take a look at LTC and comp? Thank you. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. So Doge, we'll leave over here for 1 second. We'll watch how that plays out. 8-hour chart is one of my favorites in crypto. If you're new here and you've never been in the stream before, 8-hour, 4-hour daily, actually some of the best timeframes to get your direction. And then you can use, a 15-minute chart or half an hour chart or a 1 hour or 5 minute once you've got your direction set. So let's now load up LTC. So this is going to, of course, be Litecoin. Haven't looked at this in a little while. Had some pretty nice movements up there to the 335. So if I remember rightly, 2017 was, what, 360 something, 380 something, I think, on the highs. And then the main kind of creator bailed and ruined that big run. But let's take a look here at the horizontal support. So very nice support buying today, 234, 234. It wasn't like DOT where it made a new low. It actually held. Long leg Doge on the 4-hour. Looks like KSM from that aspect. Closure above. Again, very bullish sign here in this market. And 280 is where you're going to get a double bottom. And I'm going to go with this will proof pretty well. So what does proofing mean? Let's do it together. Bam, bam, bam. Take the distance. Extrapolate it out. Right into the highs with the... Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's not bad. LTC looks very nice on the charts. And you guys know, kind of hate this coin. But it does look all right in the charts. Long leg Doji, confirmation of the decision being made. Double bottom. So 282, you're going to be very happy once you get a closure above that. And then a significant move into 326. Someone said to me yesterday, Tom, you've got to update us on what your thoughts are. Is this the crash that takes out BTC? Is this the end of it all or anything like that? Look, I don't think so. I think if you look at any of the BTC kind of halving cycles, this happened last time. April into May, there was a crash of around 40% on BTC during the 17 run. So it was pretty brutal. Then we had a massive uptick in BTC. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. I believe this cycle is faster than last cycle. So my thought process last time was this. We'd go into Thanksgiving in America and everything would spike because everyone would go back and they'd say to Uncle Sam, they'd say, or Uncle John or whatever, they'd say, Uncle John, I made 10 grand, man. You got to put the money in right now, Uncle John. Do it right now. And he'd say, oh, I don't know. Maybe one of the family members would be like, whoa, what's this BTC? And they'd invest into it. And that drove a lot of price last time. Then we had the next event after that, which was Christmas. So to me, Christmas was going to be the next one. And then what's the last holiday after that? It's going to be, of course, New Year's Eve. So New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. And then it crashed after that pretty much. So it didn't last much longer. I don't think this time it lasts that much, that even into Christmas. I think it'll actually dive before that. And my thoughts are somewhere around Thanksgiving. Because it's going to be very, very hard for the market to keep this euphoria up for that long. So I'm still pretty bullish on the market until something tells me otherwise. I don't think there's any negativity here. But I do think that if Doge continues past 24th, so the 20th of the 4th, 20th of April, and it continues to go and it goes to like $1 and holds it, I actually think while a lot of people will be happy out there, it's actually a massive negative for the market. So if Doge has a nice run on it today, it all goes good, and then it crashes, that's actually more positive for the longer term health of the crypto market. If Doge, and some of you might disagree with me, but if Doge does continue and doesn't have pullbacks and kind of settle, well, it'll kind of meme the entire market, and that means a lot of investors won't want to put their money in this time round. And that's the problem I'm seeing. Now, you may disagree with me, but guys, do some of you agree with that concept? I actually think it's a thing. To me, it worries me. It worries me a little bit. But that's okay. We'll continue to find out what happens today. I think it can run again. I think it can do all of the things that you want. But then if it does keep holding, I'm concerned for the market. I really am. Comp US dollar Tether. Okay, this is another coin that seems to be very similar to the BTC and it's very similar to the LTC. Long leg Doji again, actually even stronger in the buy pressure here. Stronger on the buy pressure here. Let's go over to the weekly. Consolidating for quite some time. Since 1st of February, it's been consolidating. Okay. Interesting. What do I feel about this? 1 month. All right. So it's come from not much and then it's gone up quite a lot. That's all right. 2 hours. I mean, you know it's a double bottom. You know it's the same as LTC. So if I take that and I proof it out, you instantaneously know that this is going to go the distance. Look, straight into the 605. You know that's a solid pattern setup. But I'm just wondering if there's more in it for you. I think the whole crypto market, if it can complete these patterns, it's got new all-time highs in it. So, yeah. I mean, there's positivity here, and these double bottoms, I'd love to see them play out. So it's very similar to the other one. This time, it's $514 for comp. Thank you very much for the donation, and yeah, two pretty solid charts there. Mara says, what's so wrong with the coin developing? It's beautiful. Takula Kevin says, did you guys see Newegg? Newegg announced that they'll be taking Doge. You can buy computers with it. Doge is like currency. Hold it long enough and it will inflate anyway, says Takula Kevin. Fair enough. ETH is looking great, in my opinion, says Michael Davis. Yeah, ETH does look good. They all look pretty good. Doge is going to $1, says Silver Linear. Doge will rocket, then plummet, Imo, says Kane. Yeah, I think something like that's probably most likely. Brent Misoko says, 1000% Doge shows crypto is trash. And there you go. No one's splurging on holidays, Tom. It's mostly coming to the crypto. That's the point. The point is they go home. They're still going to eat the turkey. You're still going to eat the turkey. You're still going to have a good time eating the food. But hey, we don't need to buy the consumer discretionary crap. What they're doing is they're going to go buy some stocks and some crypto. Why not? Mark Sharabono, US $10. Thank you so much, Mark. TA on FBP. First Bangkok Puerto Rico stock. Okay. Puerto Rico stock. So you'll see over here, Doge is struggling with the 40 cents. It's gotten a little bit higher and actually closed at 41, which you would think is bullish. Very strong 8-hour candle. So there's a reason why I've got it on this one. But for your viewing pleasure, I will switch it to the 1 minute chart so you can see insanity. There you go. You can have, actually you guys can, the chat can decide. Chat, what do you want? What time frame are we going to have Doge on the left during Doge Day? Do we want 5 minute? Do we want 1 minute? Do we want 3 minute? Spam it in the chat right now. Let me know your thoughts and we will set it to the community's time frame. I don't know what the community's time frame is going to be. 8 hours like Tom? 4 hours? Or do we need the 1 minute? Mark, let's do your one. Big claps in the chat for Mark. Thank you very much for the $10 donation there. This is for FBP. It's not going to be a crypto. First Bangkok, Puerto Rico. Okay. Let's have a look at the weekly. It's frozen. I better not have just dropped the stream. Oh, I didn't drop the stream, thank goodness. I've been having internet issues still, even after upgrading. This Australian internet is trash. Starlink, please come. Starlink. We need the faster internets. 1 second time frame, says Rasmus. Wow, that's crazy. So this FBP, it's on resistance. You can see that it's hit it. We're on the weekly. Let's go to the monthly. So, mate, what a recovery, hey? October recovery over 100%. Beautiful. March 19 returning back to. Damn, some of these stocks, you just got to question how crazy are these returns. My problem really is that if I was trading this, I'd be like, damn, that thing's hit the profit target and it's kind of over. Like, I don't know if I could take it any further. I feel like this on a lot of these banks. These banks are really, really hot. The recovery has been fierce. And that is one of the feelings I'm getting. But let's just do TA because you haven't asked for my opinion on it. You've just asked for the TA. Do we have some kind of trend line? Let me switch this trend line to... We need to go yellow on this, I think. Settings. Set it to yellow so it's easier. There we go. Go to a 4-hour chart. Do we have some type of support low that's coming through? Probably. That's not really going to help us with what current price is. I mean, look, it is acting technically. It broke the resistance, which you can see here. Resistance high, body close. So you know that you've got a little bit of support that's here. Bought twice off it. Most of this looks bullish. But the question really remains, what are you going to do with it? I mean, 20 moving average, bought off once, bought off twice, bought off 3 times. So 2 hour 20 would be a decent little follow for it. Nothing looks bad. I mean, the trend looks good. It looks like it wants to go towards those 1235, 1250 highs. But it's what happens after that that I'm concerned about. So I don't think there's a negative side to this story right now. It's mostly positive. If you want to say, okay, we're in unexplored territory, where am I going to take a profit, or where am I going to technically set up? You can always use fib extensions, which you can draw this way. And 1618, 1383, so that's just underneath 14. Maybe that's a target that you set yourself. But the trend's up, follow the trend, and look for that 20 moving average on the 2 hour. It's probably the best I can do for now. But thank you so much for the donation. Affan of Things, super chat of $5. It looks like it's a congratulations stories, guys. Starting a great new scientist job. Great. Good to hear. Job at Thermo Fisher today. Would you mind checking out TMO to celebrate? Love the stream. Well, firstly, congratulations on getting a new stock. Now, getting a new job. But obviously now you're feeling like you might be getting some shares. Maybe you're getting some stocks as a bonus in this new company. Chat, let's congratulate Afano Things, or whatever his name is. $5. Thank you very much for the donation. Congratulate him on his new job. That's awesome. Have we selected a time frame here? So we've got 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 second, 5 minutes. Most people, 1 day, so 5 minutes, 1. So let's move over to Fiverr. Doge forever, some people are saying. Welcome to the 1,179 viewers as well coming in here. We're just over 1 hour away from stock market open. We are going to be doing that, of course, along with this. You'll notice Doge is struggling here at the 40 cents for now on the 5 minute chart. So we'll just chuck that up. You can see the 5 minute there, and you can also see the support at 38. So these are the two levels that the smaller time frames you want to be looking at there on the left. TMO. Well, good news is, I mean, that base trade was beautiful. Geez, and that was fairly recent too. That's a beautiful April trade. Wow. Check out the monthly. This thing is on fire. Long leg doji, or at least a doji of kinds. Broken against, which is strong. Medical specialities. $191 billion company. Geez, the 20 weekly or monthly is insanely good for longer term pickups. Look how good it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of far away from it right now, but everything in the market is. Let's go down to the weekly. The great base formation, so 438 was perfect level. Previous resistance, support again. Good. You know where resistance is, 520. Put it on those. Right on the 520 is where you're looking at. And you're kind of in the middle of nowhere land in between it. So you go down to the daily. Depends what the market's going to do. If the market pulls back on us over the next coming days, that's going to be a bit of an issue. But I would see it finding heavy support buying probably as soon as it hits the 20. So yeah, look, this looks really solid. I think it even looks solid for a breakout. If it occurs on the top, you could even take the distance here and look for further movements up. It's a medical company. You guys know I'm big into healthcare in the middle of a cycle. So healthcare will be the stellar play after this year. So sometime around next year, healthcare. That's what everyone's going to go nuts on healthcare. You watch them go. For now, though, it's going to be things like minerals, some tech plays, consumer discretionary plays, that type of thing. So 520 looks good. Congratulations on the job again, and thank you so much for the donation. Wales Doji Dump Day, says Valdo Rin. Well, we're in here now. You can see on the right-hand side the coins that are doing well. And Doge is not one of them currently. So we will continue to watch that story evolve. Let's go through some of the things that I like to cover as well on the right-hand side here. So we have, of course, a few things going on today. Firstly, the market dropped yesterday. We're all aware of that. Let's load up the US 500 futures. Let's have a look here at the daily. Because in essence, actually, we'll load our main market here, which is SPX. You guys know it hit our community trend line. And we're looking for signs that is this market really weakening into earnings reports. Now, I brought up the beats and misses. Where the hell did I put it? Not that one. Not that one. I do have it on tab here somewhere. There it is. So the beats currently are 86% for the companies in the S&P 500. So this is pretty important because if we have an 86% beat rate and a very low amount of misses, then it's actually meeting expectations. Like you saw though here, the big test for the market is probably going to be Netflix. It's also going to be P&G, Johnson & Johnson. They're both out possibly by now. Probably not just yet. But if they are, check out those ones. I won't have time on the stream today, but check out those ones. And then of course, Snap and Intel later on in the week as well. So we want to get an idea whether these tech companies are beating expectations. Beats and misses, they count a lot in the stock market. Something very important to be looking at. Where are we? Where was our tab? There we go. So we've hit this level. We'll go back over to the US 500. Go down to a 1 hour. And here's the problem. We've actually got a 1 hour change of trend. So you've got your peaks, you've got your troughs, you've got your lower peaks, lower troughs. I mean, this is a fully fledged 1 hour change of trend. It's actually the first 1 hour change of trend that we have seen for ages. Now, 1 hour change of trend doesn't make me think bearish because it's only 1 hour. Here's the 2 hour though. Again, it's a change of trend. I don't care about that one. But the 4 hour is a change of trend if this holds underneath. It's a futures market. But look, it's bad. That's not what we want to be seeing. I want to see no 4 hour change of trend. And we've got the peak here, we've got the trough, we've got the lower peak, and then the lower trough. So this is the type of thing that is starting to make me think, do we need to be a little bit concerned that this market, even with heavy, lofty expectations and it's beating it, is actually failing at our trend line? So I don't think just yet, but very, very close. Let's see the price action today because we'll find out what the market has in store for us. We'll look at the PCC, we'll look at everything else throughout it. US 100 still looks okay, basically hovering around support. You'll notice, we'll get rid of our target there for a second. So we've got the 13,841 level. If we go out to the daily here, you can see that's all been buying pressure recently. So I'd like it to hold that for the session. Harry said before, Tesla was something he's looking at, finding support for. Let's check out Tesla. Only down 0.75 on the market. Nice bullish purchasing yesterday. Didn't quite. It basically came off the 700, the second fence, but the 708 didn't hold, as you guys know. And then we've moved up. So look, 720 is the target for today. I'd love to see Tesla above 720. That's going to be the strongest movement that you can get for it through the session. Let me just quickly also load up. If you aren't in the public Discord and you want to get in there, let me just quickly share you a link so you guys can get in there. Generate that link now. Here we go. And I'll bring it into the chat. There you go. If you want to come in, join our Discord. Might as well chuck that one in there and I'll pin it up there so everybody can join in on the fun. Almost finished. There we go. Pin it up. Mountain Fortress says, close your eyes. The tidal wave is coming. Silver Linear says, sundial. Yes, I saw sundial. Look at it. Look at this hideous thing. It's come back from the dead. All the meme stocks have. Every meme stock. All the weed stocks, if you noticed, are starting to run today. And this is probably something that is going to run through. Look at Tilray. Up pre-market 2.12%. Still very low. But you load up Tilray, it's actually in a little trading range. Go down to the 4 hour, check it out. Resistance, resistance. But imagine if it gets through 1850. you've formed a miniature base on it. And that miniature little structural base, if people get hold of that being 420, it's going to be a pretty strong little play. So what are you guys thinking about these weed stocks today? Are these strong? Why do I hate Sundial? Yeah, I just don't like it, man. I don't like the fact, well, but I don't like it because it went to $4, and then the way that people were trading it, like it was going to go to $4 again. At that point, it wasn't going to go to $4. It was getting beaten up, and heaps of people were just chucking money into it at 2. I remember 2 and 3 people just buying it. So I had a thing against it because I knew they'd issue because they needed money. And then of course, what do? They issue shares. Damn, that sucks. So Tilray here or Afria, they're both in market structure and they've been doing okay. Hopefully they can break out, and I think breakouts will be met by pretty big buy demand because you can see previous support, now resistance. Amazing if it gets through that area. Looks like we've got another donation coming in here from Melvin Mueller. Super chat $2. CLVS 5754 USD area entry thoughts. What? I assume you're saying CLVS $5 and then you're talking about what, some options or something that you want to, I don't know what that means, dude. Maybe I can't read it. Anyone know what he's talking about? CLVS. We'll load it up though. So you're talking about 5-7, maybe a date? It's a bit cryptic. You need to give me more information. This is unfortunately under a level that I would have hoped held. 6 needed to hold here. This is not the strongest level of support. Yeah, I'm not sure if I think this is very strong. So 6 was huge. And it just closed under 6. And because 6 was huge, there is something, because it's bounced off this a few times right here. But if it gets underneath this zone, this 575, who knows why it's that. Unfortunately, I could see it going well lower, back into the 520s, 530s. This chart does not look strong, dude. I wish I could say it does, but you need it above 6. My way of thinking about this is this could be a false breakout. So if you get it above 6 and it closes, that's going to be a lot stronger signal for you. So look for that, I would think. Constant dilution. That's correct. Sundial smells like cabbage, says Kevin. CLVS dropped under its 50 week. Oh. Yeah, well, you don't want to be under that either. All these moving average. Oh, it's well under that. It's kind of like a pump dump, the way I see this. $600 million biotech pump dump. Look at the pumps, look at the dumps, the pumps and the dumps, and they've happened quite a few times too. Happened after March, went crazy, hit that resistance. I mean, you should be out of that thing at $10. Like, goodbye, I'm not coming back for CLVS. Yeah, not the strongest kind of positioning, I think. I could see this coming much lower. Look for it to get above 6 again for you to get any bigger sentiment coming through. Doge still stuck between this 40 cents and 38. You'll notice money is going into the alts at this stage. That seems to be where it's strengthening. Eka Aurora, Singapore $2. FSR, please, Tom. Is TA matching price upgrade to $31? FSR. Let's have a look. Fisker. This got an upgrade to $31. Who the hell gave this an upgrade to $31? Eka, let me know. I don't know what's going on with this chart, but I don't feel like that's the type of thing that should be upgraded to $31 so soon. Yeah, this chart continues to be a disappointment. I think we've done it a few times and it continues to channeling on all the way down. I know it's got upgrade here, 1345, but let's have a look. 8.81% up in the pre. Okay, 4 hour. We had that descending. We had that kind of series of lower highs coming through it, if I remember rightly. So that's the way. This was a crazed channel on the way down of burning. Let's have a look. Okay. So it's right at resistance, right at the 20. Could be what you're looking for. Maybe FSR will break out today and finally give you a bullish signal. This was the way that we were looking at it. So basically we had a series of lower highs coming through and just continuously was weakening just off this level. It's hit the 20 in the pre-market here at 1345. I would want it to close above this line. And if it does that, you can get a little bit more bullish on it. But other than that, $31 seems insane. Maybe they know something else, but the market is not doing it just yet. It's just found the resistance in the pre. We need to see closure above. Ideally, get above 14, so there's no disputing it. Come back down maybe if you get a retest, that would be good. And then full lightning bolt. Trough, peak, high trough, bang. Then you can start to move up to your massive target over there. Raul Sapita says, I own 700,000 Doge coins. Come on, Doge, to the moon. Good luck, sir. Good luck. 700,000 Doge coins. Must be nice. That's not bad. That's not bad. In Australian dollars, you own a small fortune. In American dollars, you own also a small fortune. Martin says, can you take a look at IWM, Tom? Certainly can. Certainly can. So 220, 27 on the pre here, right on support. What else can we say? It's really just around the area that you would think it holds, but the rest of the market must hold as well. That's what I'm saying. The sentiment here is mediocre today for the markets. It's on support. No doubt. Look at this. Daily bounced yesterday. I would like to see the sentiment come back here. And the problem is we knew this. We bought in early April, late March. So we were looking at the markets. We were thinking, okay, these technicals look amazing. They had amazing runs. We're now in earnings. Earnings have to hold really hard. And I think that if the market kind of hits up and continues to melt a little bit higher, I think May is going to be a bad month for the markets. And I mean it. Sorry, I'm a bit sick today, guys. But I mean it a lot. Like, if you cannot get like the market to drop right now and it continues to melt higher, it will have a bad May. I'm pretty convinced of that. May is looking really bad if April holds very strong. So this is all short-term play stuff if you're getting in, because the way I'm looking at it is the market is moving higher, but it's already done so much pre-building into the earnings report. So 220, full support here for IWM. Must hold it today. Good luck. CME, Super Chat $2.50. G'day, Tom. Can we take a look at MP? Surely can. We've got, of course, Doge. Anyone that's joining us, welcome to the 1,404 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. How are we going? We're on 200. Oh, we need a little bit more likes, guys. Get those likes up to 500. I need to get pumped up for Doge Day as well. And you know what 500 likes does? It activates hype time. And I love hype time. MP 29.51. This thing closed underneath previous structure. Now is down to support. So closed this structure. Participation down to support. Bought yesterday a little bit. Good. You need it to hold. Bad. Let's go to a weekly. All right. If you're just looking on the weekly, I mean, you're catching a falling knife. You know that. But the way I see it is it did at least bounce a little bit. Go to a 4-hour. Small amount of structure. You need lightning bolt here. You need base formation of some kind here. Ideally, lightning bolt. A little bit of move up, a little bit of pull down, a little bit further move up. Maybe check the 2-hour as well. Let's have a look at the 2-hour for you. 29.55. Still not much going on here. So I would be looking for a little bit more action, but it is at support. And I do think that if this thing is going to hold, it's going to be here. Here's your problem as well, though. It may consolidate for quite some time. So it might become a bit of a boring stock for you, but it is at least in minerals. And you know my feelings on minerals. I feel like all minerals are going to have a good run into the end of the year. They're going to have a good run into the end of the year. Steven Stern says you deserve 1 million subscribers. I'm not sure if I deserve 1 million subscribers, but I'll take 100K. Hey, I would love to have, where is it? I'm going to put the plaque there. I'm going to set up like a little thing for you guys as well. I got some silver bricks coming. Don't worry, I bought some silver. I'm going to put it there. Well, I have some silver anyway, so I'll put it there. We'll do it all. Doge here today. We've got it stuck on a 5-minute chart. Here it is between the 0.38 and the 0.4. We'll see as America wakes up whether something happens with this, because of course we've got Doge here on the left-hand side. You guys can see it. I'll move it up a little bit so you've got better look at Doge. There you go. Beautiful look there. Oh, okay. No worries, Dave. Thank you. Thanks for the mods as always for sending me some extra information. Can that get back up to $31 was your question, Eka. Yeah, it probably can, but it needs to break those resistances first and then move through, of course. Doge Day is today. That's right, 20th. 420. Tom or anyone in chat have thoughts on Apollo GSX? I do not have that much thoughts on that one. A few people asking about CAN. Yeah, CAN will be probably the strongest of the cannabis. Actually, it shouldn't be the strongest of the stocks. Wow, look how high it got last time, $2. Not much thoughts here. I think all the cannabis stocks are going to have a decent day in them. You can see that in the pre-market. Every one of the cannabis stocks is moving. 2% here in Afria, 2% here in Tilray, and then of course Sundial, the standout. Even though I say be careful on this one, it's above $1 at 7.42%. We haven't even done our pre-market check, so let's check it out. Let's see what's going on in the markets, guys. We'll bring it on over. We're at 300 plus likes. We're getting there. Thank you so much to the 1,458 viewers out there that are getting a little bit supportive of the channel. Click that like button if you do enjoy it. Here's Sundial out in front, easily the biggest stock in the speculation watch list. You can see the other weed stocks in here as well. On the red side, you've got Mara. That was down a lot more before, by the way. So Mara's actually made some recovery. I expect if BTC recovers, of course, Mara and Riot will both recover. And Palantir continues to be a massive letdown. Now, I don't own any Palantir, but the other day it looked a little bit better. It then hyped into that event. The event was a bit of a flop, and it's moved on down. Let's go over here to the screener. Maybe I'll do some Palantir checking in a few moments. So CP, pre-market 2.5%. That's up the top. And on the bad side, Futu Holdings. Oh my goodness, that's bad. 9.37% here for Futu. BioNTech, Crown Castle, all of the others. There we go. We go through this more red than green in the pre right now. I want to load up Square quickly. So Square's down 0.52% in the pre-open. 0.58 now. We go to the daily. And you'll notice that Square's kind of at that level where if it's going to bounce, it's probably going to bounce somewhere around here. And that's mostly because you have previous resistance at 243 back in December. You got the January high as well. And then you've got a 20 moving average and a little high in here in February. So if Square's going to hold, it'll have to hold somewhere around this structural point. And if it isn't, then it goes down. Because it moves a little bit with BTC as well, if we believe in that BTC chart that we checked before, remember we loaded up BTC, the daily hammer possible for a closure today, that would be very strong for the next move. But these charts are ugly. Like, I mean, the TA, since that big movement on the Nasdaq about, 2-3 weeks ago, the TA has been quite ugly on many charts. Much harder to read. We had some great crypto reads. We had the ADA one. That was an amazing pickup. Like, what a beautiful trade here that happened off the 122 last time. I feel like 122 is the kryptonite of ADA. Like ADA this is Cardano, by the way, if anyone doesn't know. Look at it. It just cannot get above this zone. But when it does, it explodes with gloriousness. And then we got over here 147, which was the high. It ended up going to 150. ADA was probably one of the best TA charts that we saw recently. PLTR CME is not liking it. Yeah, PLTR, Palantir. Let's have a look. Ah, God. Holds above 24 for 1 day. What a miserable thing. It sucks so bad. Like, I know there's a lot of hype over here. I actually was doing some research. Can I get the research? The price to sales is so high, guys. I mean, it's so high. I was like, oh my goodness, this company is just so high. I've always known it was high, but it just made it very tough to buy it through. Yes, if it comes back down, hopefully the 21 holds it. You want the 21 under all circumstances to hold Palantir. Otherwise, it will really fall out. And I feel like this is starting to a little bit of that luster that was on ARK, on Cathie Wood. People are already losing a little bit of faith in some of her calls. It's amazing how fast things change. So Palantir, we're looking for it to hold 21, move back up to 23. It's going to have a problem with that line now. So look at this. We'll bring the horizontal line on. 23. Let's say it moves up. There is going to be resistance here. And then if it can close above there, we can start to press 24. But I want 24, and I want to see specifically a daily go green. There's not many green dailies here, but notice one green daily, all of a sudden buying. One green daily, buying. You need a green daily on Palantir really, really bad. Mountain Fortress says, please stop buying PLTR, guys. Yeah, people really love this stock, man. B-Dig says, Cathie Wood pumps and dumps. Dave likes PLTR. It's a good company. It's just whether the valuation is good. So the company's good. Don't get me wrong. I like it, but I just want the valuation to be there. So let's go over to gold here. 1768 currently. So gold's had a bit of a rough time after closing above 1760. It pumped really, really hard for a couple of days. Hits 1790 and then it's come back down. Go to the 4 hour. What you'll notice is this little 20 moving average on the 4 hours holding gold up. And it's actually trading within a little bit of a range. So we go down the 2 hour. Look at this coil. Look at the coil happening here. And look where the coil resistance is. So we bring up the resistance. It's like no body closures are over, for some reason, 17. We'll go with 74. So we're looking for gold to hold between these two zones after it's resetting. So let's say all the sellers are coming in right now and they're like, now stuff gold, we're going to sell that down. What this is doing, if it coils here and then breaks out, is it's resetting all of the indicators. So things like stochastic, things like RSI, no doubt are overbought on many of the timeframes. This coiling effect, guys, is more than just structural formation in the market. It's a great reset of all the indicators after a large move. And I'd argue the gold had a very nice move on it. There's nothing really bearish about this chart right now other than that nasty daily candle, which is definitely a bearish candle, but it must hold within this coil and ideally break out towards the upside. If it breaks to the downside, that's going to be negative for gold over the next 24 hours. And I could see it coming back down and testing around this 1760 low. So around here is where I expect it to stop next. What's that going to coincide with? Of course, US dollar. US dollar could resurge back to 91.50, find some resistance. I tend to think it's probably going more here. So around this 91.40 zone. Oops, I just lost it. 1 second. There we go. 91.40 zone right there. And there it is. Support up to the 91.40, resistance, and then probably a sell-off. That's what I'm thinking may happen here with the dollar. If that does happen, you'll see gold break underneath most likely, and then all of those synergies will work together. So pretty important stuff there. Elysium says, have you been watching the DXY? Man, I'm here. I'm here just in front of you. Just in front of you. So yes, definitely there. A few people asking for Neo. Let's have a look at Neo here. Indeed. Oh, 400 plus likes. Thank you so much, guys. Very close to 500. Yeah, I've been watching Neo. So Neo hit a massive support of 35. It's bounced up above that. Yesterday actually was pretty good for Neo. And it could be a sleeper hit because everyone's so negative on this. But we know where the problem is. And the problem is this series of lower highs. So we've got lower highs all the way through here. Let's get down to the 4 hour. Reset that. See these lower highs? Really beautiful trend line. It's a great chart. From a TA perspective, this is like scalping the market on a 4 hour, 2 hour chart because you can see everything that's going on. You can see the supports. You can see the resistance very clearly on the way down. So you know where the trend is going to change. And you know what? If I get my alert on this, I'll start talking about Neo again. I'll be like, damn, this thing is really behind Tesla. Because it is really behind Tesla. What, they shut the factory for 5 days and everyone's like, oh man, the stock's ruined, it's terrible. That's not enough. So it must be either buyer demand's out of it, it's overpriced, I don't know. But the technical here, if it gets through, would be pull back to the zone and then buying up. Of course, 44, we already had all our targets on it. So we had some really big targets on it, upwards of 555. I expected Tesla and Neo. So this 55, I thought would hit at around the same time Tesla was hitting 780-800. And it just did not. The sentiment is horrible for it. So at this point, as a trade, yeah, there's opportunity technically here. Like, what a trap. That is a good trap. But if it goes up and it comes back down, do not look at that zone. I mean, I repeat, I'm going to scribble it out. If it does this again and comes back down, oh man, it's bad. It's so bad. Neo's going to get smashed. It's going to get smashed. So don't even be looking at that low if it happens again. Oh, I like this donation. Michael, you're thinking my thoughts. Japanese yen 500. Thank you very much. Hey, Tom, can you take a look at CRSPR again? There's some positive news on the stock this morning, so it's up in the pre-market. Yeah, man, we can look at that. CRSPR. I think you mean something else, though. Don't you mean... You sure you don't mean CRSP? I think you mean CRSP. Let's go with that. If it isn't, Dave, if you can let me know in Discord, that would be perfect. So just type it in the room and Dave will send it off to me. Yeah, look, this is looking really great. So we can trap it between a series of lower highs and, of course, the higher lows. Now, I want to focus more on the higher lows because that's really good buying that's going on here. $100. I actually feel very comfortable in a company like this. And we'll go to the daily. Look, no body closures actually above here. 123. Where's the market? 122. That's why the market does this. It always pre-markets into a really nasty area. And it's done it again. So it's pre-marketed right in. Oh, damn. I mean, 123, clearly a zone. Line chart it. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. 123. Don't worry about these stupid bought up then sold off. We ignore that. You can ignore those candles, guys. You have to cut through the crap. That's what we're going to do. We're going to cut through. We're laser focused on this chart right now. And I'm very happy with the supports, the resistances, and I'm happy with that horizontal line. That's how I cut through the crap. We break it down on this channel as best we can. So I like the pre-market move. The support was great. The trend line holds, so you know where the trend line's been through these lows. Good news, obviously, is good news, Michael. Now, where are the targets? Can we break this down even more? 142. And then it's like a massive one, 160. Man, Doge has been boring on the left-hand side. What are you doing over here? Just coiling, just trapping up. That's a 5-minute chart for anyone that's coming in. 5-minute Doge on the left-hand side for Doge Day. just trying to figure out whether I think there's a huge gain here or not. You know where it's gone. I mean, $215. You also know where it was in October, which I think it needed to lose that. That was a hyper extension, so it makes more sense. It's a biotech company, but a pretty popular one. Yeah, I'm looking for a 123 plus break. Then, of course, I'm looking for like a 135-ish movement. And then after 135, I'm thinking probably above 142. Because I think once you close this level, you can probably take this distance. I'm feeling a lot more positive about it getting back up into this 163 zone. So yeah, good chart, trapping up nicely. Continue to look at that one, Michael. Why is Doge not going up, says Aiden Smith. Aiden wants it to go up right now. Because, Aiden, everyone is looking at it. And Doge, people are looking at the altcoins and they're like, hot dang, I can buy some VE, I can buy some polka dots at the cheap price that I always wanted, $33.97. Maybe they feel that's better value. I think that's part of it. I also think that whether people admit it or not, there's a huge amount of people that have huge gains and they might be taking a little bit of profit. And this also could be a bit of an executed like whale dump where whales are like trying to pump it up. And as they lose confidence, if it doesn't pump up, they may dump off portions. So I do think that if Doge is going to move, it needs to move through the next couple of hours. As the American audience wakes up, as everyone gets out there, that's when it has to move. But at this stage, it's still just kind of hovering around. Continue to look whether the signs are there. If the rest of the crypto market starts pumping and Doge doesn't, that means more money is going out. Any thoughts on BTT crypto? Man, you're thinking the way I'm thinking here. BitTorrent. Let's have a look. Anyone see BTC? You see Bitcoin Cash as well? We were looking at that. That breakout was amazing and it worked out. Bitcoin Cash became a thing again. All those old coins coming back. BTT, yes, huge amount of hover. So it's come back and it's found support on the daily. Good support too, 0.69, so like a round number. Damn, is there a good percentage here? Let's have a look. What's the percentage up to the high? Not bad, is it? 92%. And it's still not badly priced. Yeah, I don't mind. I like the momentum. So big key here is when you're on a bigger time frame and it's got one of these bullish momentum hammers like we've got here. So we've got bullish momentum hammer, and then again, we've got a hammer here on the right-hand side. That's pretty strong. We've also found a little bit of technical resistance around here a few times and one huge pump that came through on the 17th of April. So you know there's a huge pump distance between here and here. I don't really particularly like the coin as a coin, but from a trade perspective, it is doing the right types of things. Check the volume as well on it. Have a look at how the volume is going through this point. If the volume starts increasing and there's not much move, I think that could also be quite positive to you. So BTT, yes. And I want to check out Bitcoin Cash while I'm at it. Bitcoin Cash. Roger Ver. Look at the run it had. That was so crazy. How it just was doing nothing for ages and then it had a glorious rise on it. So Bitcoin Cash been pretty bad now for a couple of weeks, but the run that it had coming off this base formation back in March, that was a really great technical. So $600 got taken out. You see this test here, and then it gave you a 1x. And remember, Bitcoin Cash went to 3,000 plus since in 2017 when I was around trading it. It went really, really high. Really, really high. So Bitcoin Cash, similar to the others, double bottom plays out here. It's proofing into 1,200. Like every other one of these cryptos, they're all showing the same patterns. Double bottom patterns could be coming through. All of them are literally proofing perfectly to the previous highs, which means this could be orchestrated by a bunch of whales, by a bunch of bigger players, And once the closures happen here, I could see some euphoric movement on all these coins across the board. SM Super Chat $2. BHVN Pharmaco of Kramer's Migraine Medicine. Are you talking about the Kramer? The TV personality himself? All right. BHVN. Biohaven Pharmaceuticals. They make Kramer medicine, supposedly. I don't know. It doesn't seem to... Do you reckon it helps him? Do you reckon it works? Yeah. It's a very messy chart to trade TA-wise. I mean, has it been acting technically? Previous resistance, support. Yeah, I guess so. Long leg doji, not closed above. Right on the same level. This zone here seems to be super important, somewhere around this 76. So until it gets above 76, I wouldn't be that bullish on it. Yeah, close above 76, get above that 20 moving average on the weekly, and then you can feel a lot better about the world. Look, it did act very technically here, sold off instantaneous. So bullish people, they want highs above here. Then you can start to move towards your $90. And you've got your, looks like a series. Yeah, pretty nice trend line as well. So that looks all right. Trend line was nice. So it's right on support at this point. I'd love to see this above 76, 76.90. Gareth Evans says, held BCH a little too long. Never hold BCH too long. That's like this. It's like pumpy and then dumpy. When in 2017, it didn't hold 3,000 for very long, believe me. Is Kramer's painting an NFT yet? I don't know. Tequila Boost says, happy 4th 420. Just logged on because, well, you know, has got a picture of a Doge. Well, she has a picture of a Doge. Thank you very much, Tequila Boost, for coming on in. Guys, we've got to 500 likes. You haven't been reminding me, but you know what that means. I'll read these couple quickly here, though. We've got Pi, 8.53973. Yum. Newer viewer, great info. Cool, man. Thanks for joining us. Is there legitimacy to an evening star formation in Adobe? Well, I like Adobe, so I'll check it out for you. Let's have a look. Evening star formation. Tell me what time frame usually. Yeah. Usually it won't have that kind of leg on it. So the idea would be it would be like this. Gaps both ways though, which it has got. And it didn't close underneath. So it actually didn't confirm. So ideally, if you're going to have an evening star, it should bear more and make a new low. So it looks something like this ugly drawing I made. The gap is actually quite important, having the gap both ways. And it does have little miniature gaps. Is it at resistance? Yeah. Could it pull down a little bit? I guess it could go back to like 505, something around there. It's at the resistance, so it makes sense it's going to have a tough time at this level. Guys, we are 26 minutes away. Let's get time to get a little bit hyped. It's Doge, it's 420. It's stuck within a zone, doing absolutely nothing for us, but I kind of expected that. Let's move over now and get ready for some hype music. You guys should be set pretty soon. Let's do that. All right. Intro 7. Remember, get the memes in the room, guys. There was a great one today. I'm going to show it to you on stream. One sec. Let's do it. SM says, yes, Kramer loves the BHVN migraine medicine. Kevin says Tom could have been an artist for sure. You're damn right, Kevin. I got the best drawing skills. Alright, let's do it, guys. was pretty good. All right, guys. You feeling better? I'm certainly feeling a little bit better after that one. Let's move on through here. Kramer painting NFT would be worth like $2,000. Probably more. Someone would probably buy it for quite a lot. 38 is support for this. So we really want that level to hold if you're in this. You do not want it under. Notice the rest of the crypto market though. The only big down here is the Doge itself. We don't talk about that one, Tavlas. I can't talk about it. It scares me. Anything with the word safe in it, it's not safe. That's generally the way it looks. Cold Steel. Oh, wait, we've got some super chats I missed here. Cold Steel, $5. G'day, Tom. Would you mind checking out ASO again? Sure, man. Let's have a look. ASO. Academy Sports Outdoors. I thought this was doing pretty good for you. Yeah, I think you were pretty smart on this one. Closure break is good. Little buy wicks here are good. 4 hour. You would probably like it to get above 32.50 today. That would be ideal for you. Nice snap of those highs. Then you can move on up. Yeah, man. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good. That means shorting's going to come through. Nasty shorts. Let's really have a look at the 5 minute here. Yeah, it's lackluster at this point. See if it holds close. So 3 minutes till the 5 minute closes, guys. We'll check it out. ASO over here, everything's looking good for another move up. Take that if we want to go with maybe that being a little bit of an ascending. Closure here would be 36. I don't really care about that too much. I think that this stopped at 20, just before 28. So I said this to you before. I think it's going to stop just before 38 bucks. And it doesn't mean it's good value. Doesn't mean it's where it should go or anything. But I do think that's the point that you're going to see this. Look how it stopped just before 28. Why the hell did it stop before 28? Did it stop at 18? No. Oh, it did. Oh my God. I know it wicked through twice, but it actually mostly stopped at 18. Look. Wow. We've cracked the code of ASO, man. 38. Just underneath. Let's watch the Doge 5 minute over here. Good luck, Cold Steel. Splendy Diva. Super chatted. Oh, wait, no, I got another one. Wait a second, Splendy Diva. Just a second. Elia Verzub, super chat, $2.50. How do you pick which time intro you use for each TRD? Man, there's a lot of acronyms coming in here. So which time frame, I guess, that I'm using when I'm doing analysis? I'm not sure, Elia. We'll get back to you. Keep typing in the room. Ask the question. I'll get back to you in a minute. Splendy Diva, $5. Morning, Tom. Tell me sweet things about my silver shares, please. All right. Well, I'll tell you if it's good. But if it's bad, I'll tell you as well. This is okay. Go to the daily. What's silver doing right now? Silver is trading at 27.80. Oh, sorry, 27. 25.80. Not bad. There's nothing bad about this right now. 23.98 is good. Of course, you want to close the 24.50 zone. Got very similar to, of course, SLV. So you've got that peak, the higher trough, the higher peaks. The sequence is in. Let's move over to silver for a second. Similar to gold, kind of struggling around with these rejection wicks. So you want to have a nice big bullish closure day today, ideally. And you've got the support here, which is at 25.50. Nothing really wrong with this right now. I quite like silver, as you guys know. A bit of a fan for the next cycle. I think silver, copper, all of those minerals have been good to me. So why not continue the trend? Get back up in the 30 plus is what I'm looking for by the end of the year on silver. And I do think it can come. I really do. But yeah, these two rejection wicks kind of annoy me right now. So I would love to see closure above here, and then that's going to push your SLV as well. So good luck, Splendy Diva. There's nothing else to say. It's finding a series of higher highs. You know that I think once you get through 26.30 here, which is that resistance, you're going to move towards the 28, and it's going to be pretty quick. So good luck. US dollar, we need to come down. Oh, okay. So Elias says, what interval for each trade? Yeah, so the way down, or the way I do it, guys, I'll just show you how I break down a trade. Let me use something. Okay, we'll use Netflix because Netflix has got earnings on it today. So let's have a look at Netflix. So you'll notice it's coming in pre-market and it's up at resistance. So it's keen for a good result. And the way I always do it is firstly, you want to go to a monthly. I don't care if you trade a 1 minute chart. You still want to know where the monthly is. And it gives you so much information because what is this chart telling us? It's telling us that we have a series of higher lows. Instantly, we know there is actually buying momentum behind this. Now, you may not get that important piece of information if you don't check the monthly. So it's really important that we do that. And it doesn't matter whether you're trading a crypto or anything else. It's always the same. By the way, BTC coming in on 56,000 at this stage. Then we go to the weekly. And again, we start to see these higher lows coming through. So we can actually draw here now a bit of a trend line going up. And we can leave that on our charts for ages until it's broken against or holds, because it's telling us again a story. This thing is coiling massively in structure. But at the same point, it's struggling to get above this resistance. So what is happening here? There's something strange afoot, and when it breaks out, it's going to be very explosive. Also notice that there was one breakout that occurred that couldn't hold above this price on the weekly. So this price was 565. So we're getting very close to that ahead of earnings today after the session. So this afternoon, Netflix will come out. So all this price action is telling us bullish momentum at this stage. And therefore, any dip purchasing, you would be looking at trading it towards that resistance. Scroll over here, beautiful structure that's occurred here. That formed a base. That meant that any buying above that when it came down was going to be strong. We saw an opportunity only a few days ago to get into Netflix. You can see here on the 16th, you could have purchased that low. If you wanted to kind of gamble into earnings, you also know that there's a huge amount of resistance just above here around this 557. So the way I do it is I keep breaking it down. We're at the daily now. We can go into the 4 hour and start breaking it down. We can go into the 2 hour. So that's how I choose my time frame. It's not so much that I say, oh, I want to particularly use any time frame. It's I go down through the top. And what you'll start to do is when you put in heaps of hours, and I'm in heaps, or watch this stream a lot, or do our course, 38% off, description below, guys. Ending soon. Click it if you want. Nah, when you're looking at this, it's all about the idea of where's the best structure, where's the best pattern, where's the cleanest level. If a price has gone through, notice before we saw a weekly where it had gone up higher and then it had come back down. That means that we actually have to wait for a weekly close above that level to be sure that the trend is in, and then we can go back out, like over here. We can go back out, we can actually take the distance of this move and we can extrapolate out this entire structure like an ascending triangle and say, hot dang, we're going to take 2/3, 650 is our target for Netflix. And we get all of that from going through those time frames. And it's surprisingly accurate. Surprisingly accurate. So Doge closes just underneath new low here. Not the best Doge day at this point. eBet is going crazy in the pre, says Live Free. Very cool. Oh, Dispoor upgraded membership to the Diamond Hands community. Thank you so much, Dispoor. Appreciate your support. And thank you for upgrading from the Stonk Squad to the next level. Salute to you and enjoy. Make sure, of course, you sync your YouTube and Discord links. Umar Tariq, super chat $2. No particular message, but thank you very much for the support there. Yep, I see it here, Umar. Thank you again. So Doge broke through on the 5 minute. Now it goes down to the next levels. Just hit where it might find some buying pressure, but 5 minute trading, you guys know what I feel about this. It's pretty hard. Next real big zone, unfortunately, is like 35. So this is not the start that you wanted here for Doge Day. So these are the major levels of participation. As soon as that happened, little scalpers like Siddharth would come in. They'd be like, goodbye, down to the next level. So if you're thinking about scalping, why you do it on a 5 minute, you got to be like fast, like a doctor, like scalping up, stitching up the market, because you got to be so fast. But effectively, when that close occurs, because the close is, don't worry about the wicks. We don't care about the wicks. We care about the close. Because the story was buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure. All of a sudden, no buying pressure. So then bang, straight into the next support. That's the type of thing you do if you're looking to be a scalper, like a crazy cat scalper. Let's check out the pre-market here. We've got 14 minutes till the market opens. I'm going back over. Okay. 1.64%. SEA 1.16, Biogen 0.84. So not that. Oh, Square's up. Thank God, Bitcoin. You bought Square back for us. I'm going to enjoy this. So let's say Bitcoin does crash. Let's say the cycle is true. And by January next year, Bitcoin's crashing and getting beaten up. Imagine if Square came with it. I know they have Bitcoin, but it shouldn't affect them as much as it does. So imagine if Square got seriously low priced from it. Ooh. See, I would be losing a bit of money, guys. But at the same time, I'd be like, yes, the opportunity awaits. I'll take all my crypto prof. And I will be like, damn, hot yes. Let's do that. On the other side, Futu Holdings, Okta, 2.25% down. Fairly popular stock with a lot of you guys, I'm sure. What else we've got? We've got Honeywell, we've got Autodesk, ASML. So not too much movement there. Check out the crazy stocks. Weed continues to do well on 420. I really feel like Reddit's going to be on this one today. So Tilray, 3.5%, was only 2% when we started the stream. So it's starting to move here. Afria, 3.19%, and Sundial, the demon itself, above $1. Let's have a look at Tilray again. For anyone that hasn't been looking at the stream and is just coming in now, we checked out this on, was it the 4-hour time frame? Yeah, so we priced it up here. We saw that $18.50. It's $18 pre-market. And you can just see how important this $18.50 resistance is for it. So imagine if Tilray is able to smash through that. And there's a lot of heavy gains that could be had. Quite a lot there. Tequila Boost says, all pups have days they just like lounging like us humans, Doge included. You've seen what it does when it runs. Exactly. Darth Sidious says, Harry sleeps in a Tesla-shaped car bed. He does. He does. Harry, do you own a Tesla? Or do you just own Tesla shares because you're like, stuff that? I believe so hardcore. I don't even need Tesla car, man. Harry, tell us now. Do you have a Tesla? Username 11010able says, I love Square. Futu is volatile, man. Futu is crazy. Let's look at Futu. I want to look at Futu. Futu Holdings, the wild west of stocks. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's got big day candles on it. Check this out. Crazy ass stock. Look at these are big candles. So yesterday 150 through to 178, 16% up. But the thing, they're all massive. Like, you want a crazy stock, it gets crazy. Look at what the hell is the range here? So the range on this candle is 29.7%. Damn. And it's not even unheard of. Like, there's lots of candles like that. Futu here, 17% candle. Actually, a beautiful breakout yesterday on this. Beautiful breakout. Consolidation, slightly higher lows. Went high. I mean, it's right on support. If you're a psycho and you love crazy stocks, that's the type of thing. It's very close to support here. So 160, 163 is kind of like support for it. And it's actually an inverse head and shoulders as well with a massive left and a very consolidated coiled right. And if you were to believe that pattern, it would be calling for a monster move too. Let's have a look here. Damn, 226. So let's call it 220. Doge dealing with the 5-minute support becomes resistance concept. Let's have a look how it plays out. Expect little sellers to come in here if we believe that 5-minute chart. Yeah, that's not bad on the right-hand side here. So we're 9 minutes off the market open. Welcome to the 1,508 viewers out there. Hope you guys are enjoying today. Futu is China's Robinhood. Yeah, so Futu definitely is... Well, I know it's in that type of thing. They also weren't Futu offering... Was it Futu that was offering or a Singapore company that was offering free Apple stock or something? I think it was these guys. Daryl Wong says Futu has an offering. Planet Musk Vlog says, smarter. Had I put 100k Tesla cost into Tesla, but I couldn't imagine life these past years without my Tesla, and I bought the shares too. So you love it, Planet Musk. Which one do you have? 100k. So you probably aren't in Australia. So you probably have the S, I assume. The Cybertruck is nice. The Cybertruck is wild looking. Denise Oki, sorry, $4.99. Tom, you have the best TA and are willing to help those who are learning. Thank you very much, Denise. What type of gaps are good for getting into a trade? Good gaps. Are there any good gaps? I mean, probably like a bullish Harami. Gap up. So look up bullish Harami and you'll see it on Google. That's the type of thing that you're looking for, like a very good gap there. And of course, if you're thinking about morning stars as well, ideally they have little gaps in them. Gaps above price as well, above a resistance break can be good. So effectively, the day opens, the gap opens above. But it's not so much the gap that's important, it's the fact that it holds and closes at that level. So if you gap above and then you hold that level, and especially if there's like a huge amount of volume there, but not much movement at all, usually it explodes. So a gap above resistance is good, but I like to see 1 day of holding above that resistance. So there's not that many great gaps. It's more about the closes still, Denise. Johnny S, $5. Hey, Tom, can you take a look at TNT for me on the ASX? I'm looking to offload it as I've been holding it for over a year. Would you jump out? Would I educationally take a look at resistance and support for you, Johnny? Of course, I will take a look there. Tesserent Limited. Oh, you've been holding it for a while. And it paid off for a while, and then it didn't. Here's the problem. It's bad looking chart, but it's on support again. But of course, it's done its falling knife technique, and it's come down to the 0.22. So you know where your high is. You know where your support is. This is a miscellaneous commercial services company. Size is 243 million currently. You're going to have problems with 31.5. So the question you've got to ask yourself is, could you put this, would you prefer to own something else that you think has the upside from 22 down up to 31.5, which is percentagely around 40%. Does this chart look strong right now? No. Did that bounce happen and go back to the resistance? Yes, that's probably where you would find the resistance again. So I said 31.5, but obviously it found it right on 30. A bit better psychological. And I mean, the price action's horrible, but it is consolidating. So if it breaks past 25 again, I could see it going back to 30. If it gets underneath 22, maybe from a technical perspective, you might want to consider, okay, I'm just done with this and I'm going to move on to the next one. I always think of it as this way. If I'm invested in something, do I have something better to be in? Because sometimes you can take a loss and you might say, oh my God, this stock I always wished was at this price. Let's say it was Square. At 280, you might say, no, I don't like that stock. But at 190, like it was the other day, you might think, oh, look, I'm down 5% in this crapper stock that I own because I was looking for a better investment. And now I've got this stock over here that I wanted to buy. Maybe it's time to sell it and buy the other, if that makes some sense. But you've got to make your own decisions, man. Support is found. 25 cents is resistance. I would like to see market structure come through. We are 4 minutes away from market open, so you know what that means. It means we load up all of these. We get them all set up and ready to go. As I always do, the chat will decide what is down the bottom left-hand corner. I will put Tesla up on the charts because I'm interested in watching it. So I'll put Tesla here. Guys, put it in the community right now. Put it in the chat. Type what you want for today's session. What do we want to see into the market on the left-hand side down here where TNT is currently? Let me know. 720 is the target for Tesla. I would love to see a daily close above it. We know 26th, I think it was, of April is earnings. So will it run in? Of course, all that stuff about the car accident and everything seems to be kind of gone now. Elon kind of came out and said some stuff. Maybe he's been blocked now from doing it on Twitter. I'm not sure, out of respect for the families, somebody said before. But yes, maybe it's more than the media made us look like in terms of what was going on in that horrible accident. Oh, Trevor Price wants me to take a look at crowd. Yeah, I surely will, Trevor. So Trevor Price, $5. Hey, Tom, would you take a look at CrowdStrike? Yes. Yes, I will. CrowdStrike was a beast yesterday. Look, there's nothing bad about this chart. You know I study this. You know I love cybersecurity companies. I'm like a psycho on them. I'm like lazy. I love cybersecurity. It's a great thing to be in. And it looks pretty damn good still. Yesterday came out of the gates really strong. And you can see it's pre-market 0.53% up here. We've got a double bottom in play. Double bottom with consolidation above with buying wicks. Don't worry about yesterday's price action. The whole market was down. So if you take that distance, it's actually predicting exactly into the highs, which means it's proofing to it. So I think this is a good looking chart. I don't have much more to say about than that. Hold above 209, ideally 208, 209. It's a good looking chart, dude. Yep. Michael, super chat of 500 yen. Tom, can you please give us your thoughts on Amazon? Is a head and shoulders forming? So have a look at Amazon. What kind of crazed head and shoulders are we looking for here, Michael? I think that Amazon's real. I don't know what's going on with all these crazy lines on here. So look, for me, Amazon is basically just waiting on earnings. You can see here that that's where the last closure was on the weekly, and the closure happened here again. But what I'm doing more is taking, because I know tech likes doing this. Tech likes repricing itself, and possibly Amazon is going to reprice soon. And we'll be laser eye focused on this one as well as a community, because big things are coming for Amazon if it closes above this zone. Look at the proofing of the structure, and I probably don't even have it drawn perfectly between the lows. I bet you it's 4,000, very close to 4,000. There's a big target here on Amazon to the bull side. Earnings will have to push it through, as is normal. It may pre-market open through it, but it's pushing towards a structural formation of 4,000 for this. 1 minute till the market opens. Let's get back over here. What did the community decide that we wanted to watch? Coin, TRX, NEO, TRX, TRX, NEO, GME, NEO. Oh, man. We'll just chuck NEO. I don't even know. Oh, PTON. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. That's kind of me wanting to do that. All right, I'll put NEO there. I have no idea. It looked all over the place. Here we go, guys. We are very close. Pre-market open is happening. Whoop. And I lost the bell again. So there it is. Here we go. Bell's open. Ding, 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 ding. Congratulations for making it through to Tuesday market open in the US. We've got Doge printing a couple of coins here on the way up. We've got NEO opening at 0.84%. We've scalpel-like trapped this thing. I'm going to bring it up above my head 1 second. There's our little section there. Tesla coming out like a bull out of the gates. Harry's happy. 720 coming into the resistance. Let's see how it deals around 720. Cool. Great to see it there. US 500 is up. US 100 is up. Good. Support being found. Finally. Nasty red days. We really, really need the S&P 500 to have a green day today, guys. It's paramount that it greens. No red, only green. Scroll down through. What's going on here? Sundial opens 8%. Oh. Tilray and Afri are opening up just under 3. Square's up. Praise. TDOC is not up. Neither is Airbnb. Apple up 0.42%. And Snow, yeah, I think Snow is not even worth looking at unless it's above a closure above 240. Stupid Snow needs to get above those zones. That's Snowflake for anyone that doesn't know. 720. Ooh, strong break, but no close yet. Good. People love the Elon tweet. Doge moving as well. Market open and Doge just synergizes with it. Some people said to me, they said, Tom, overlay Doge and Tesla. I'm like, why would I overlay Doge and Tesla? Tesla went down and Doge went way up. So I don't think they're synergized at all. Netflix, that's a good one to have there. Patrick Jet. So Michael, again, just to summarize, Amazon is in a giant, massive channel of the gods towards 4,000. We will check that out very soon on the channel. Trevor, to synergize. CrowdStrike, there's nothing wrong there at this stage. Which I don't know why Crowd's off my list. I love the company. Let's bring that over here. Give it a little red tag. We'll put it next to my Cloudflare. So Tesla 720 is being respected now. And we've got Umar Tariq, £2. Thank you very much for the donation there. Psychedelics, Psycholadicide says, ding, ding, ding. That's right. Tesla cleared 720 for no resistance. No, there's resistance, Harry. The close, man. Come on, Harry. We got to get the close above. Is Coinbase actually moving? Let's have a look here. Coinbase. Why are you guys so keen on this? What the hell is going on? Looks crappy to me. Why do you want to look? Snowflake is the best Seiko. Yeah, it's not the Rolex. It's not a Rolex. Oh, I'm so disappointed with the Rolexes this year. They were horrible. Stupid Rolex. They never treat you well when you go in the store. They treat you bad. Check SafeMoon. Nah. Do I really have to? I have never even bought it on the corner. Like, let me look. I never even looked at it. Let's have a look. Is this SafeMoon? What the hell is this? No. Okay, that was the closest I'll ever look at that thing. SafeMoon is gone. I don't care what it is. It's lifted from the charts. We'll go back to the others. Scary thing. PLTR. Let's have a look. Up 0.8%. It's good for you guys. Come on. I really want PLTR up above 24 for you guys. It's so important it gets back up there. 23 will be your, or was this 22.74 will be your problem for today if it keeps moving. Because you guys know when PLTR comes strong, it goes strong. Donkin Dave says, Tom wears a Rolex. I have one very lucky Rolex. I'm lucky to have one, though. I'm lucky to have one. I saved. I used the profits of the markets. Exactly, Megan T says, no, don't advertise the scam moon. The scam moon, it didn't even come on the chart. I couldn't even see it. It was blinding me. Jeremy wants to buy Sundial. Oh, man. Doge, 38. I see it, guys, over here. Neo's just sitting there. What's going on with the Tesla? The Tesla is, oh, it's clearing. Harry, 721. 5-minute chart. Yes, it closed. Not that I care about 5-minute chart, but it is closed above 720. The daily will be very important here. 720, 740. You guys know the resistances. 780. So there's a beautiful $40 participation after 740. So 720, resistance is closed and broken against. Then that opens 740. Then that opens 780. That's the beautiful thing about TA. You know where your prices are. TDOC selling off already. TDOC is every day TDOC sells. It needs earnings so bad. If TDOC has a great earnings, it's going to be a glorious day. But if TDOC has bad earnings, like, no, I don't think Wall Street has any faith in this company at all. They have no faith in TDOC. Square can move anyway, but TDOC, until it gets above 200, no one cares. Here goes Tesla, 723 now. Shauna B210 says, been holding Sundial, waiting till it's decent to dump. Good luck, Shauna. I hope you get your price. Doge likes to shake up paper hands. Thank you, says Sir Doge Tickles. It is. It's shaking them up. You got to have really heavy sentiment. Or, look, if you're going to trade coins, I really feel like you should be trading the Big 10. And if you're going to hodl coins as well, and you're going to go and look, there's two types of investment. If you want to swing trade coins, it's got to be the top 10. They're the ones with the real technicals. Like a vertical line of VE chain is not going to be that great on the technicals. Sometimes they'll give you opportunity, very rarely, very rarely. 726 now on Tesla, by the way. I think trading, but Bitcoin and Ethereum and ADA and DOT and Link, they're all so good technically. But the other ones, just like if you want to hodl them, cool. But if you want to trade them, nah. The Tesla short squeeze will begin soon, says Harry. I love it. The Tesla short squeeze. 727. Little 5 minute was enough. Look, came back down, tested it. Can we go to 740 so soon? 1.65% up. We haven't even done our check of the markets. I was getting all crazy over there. Percentages here. Sundial up only 4% now. Not as good as it was. Tilray only up 1. All the money seems to be going to something else. Let's go over here. Dogecoin that I've got in there. Riot, Blockchain, GameStop, they're all down. Let's go to the screener. The big companies, the big Papa Cheeses. KC Southern. Can't say I even traded it. But it's up 15%. Hell yeah. IBM. Yes. 3%. Somebody said today that IBM, after close, of course, announcement there. I didn't read their announcement. I assume it's all right. Somebody said that IBM was going to be a short squeeze stock. I kind of laughed about it. Imagine that. Try to short squeeze IBM. That would be wild. Twilio 2.81. Tesla 1.6. There's the rest. Go percentage change on the other side. We've got BioNTech, Boeing down, Coinbase down. I'm not interested in Coinbase. The thing has to... I don't even think I'm interested in it for a long time. But I might come back to it in the future. And I mean like a year and a bit away. Or if it drops down considerably and I believe Bitcoin's going to have a run in it. Other than that, I feel like Coinbase is not as great as everyone's thinking about. Especially with the current market cap. It was like 10 billion or 20 billion. Of course, hey, we're in. But at this much, no, probably not. So Doge Tickle says bye. But he spelt it like B-Y-E. Are you going, Sir Doge Tickles? IBM had a good report, says Dave. Yeah, I didn't look at the report. I once owned IBM. It wasn't for that long. I think I owned it a little bit during 17, actually, because they were involved in stellar lumens. I remember I actually bought some on the crypto thing. I don't know why I was doing that, but I did. And I got rid of that beast. Doge here. Not moving too much, but we do have BTC above 56,000. We've got Ethereum 2200. Closure above 2300 is so big for the rest of the coins. So we'll have laser-eyed focus on Ethereum. I'll move off Doge for a sec. I'll show you. Oh, it's so good. The Ethereum 15-minute little double bottom. Beautiful stuff. That's what I mean. This is the type of technical you get in equality. Look at it. It just hit resistance. It's a beautiful little double bottom. Beautiful consolidation. Beautiful movement up. It's just like, Anything with these synthetic markets on it that Wall Street's made trades so technically, it's glorious. So we've got our larger double bottom play here. You know that that's around that 22.75 resistance. Once that is cleared, you take, this is on every coin pretty much in the top like 40. They've all got these proofings to the top. So everything has these really strong proofings to the top, very strong technicals there. A few donations coming in here. We've got Patrick Jet, $2. Hog, in it at about $15. Earnings report today. Thanks, Tom. Let's have a look at Hog for you, sir. HOG. Harley Davidson. What a cool code. Hog. Okay, so you're in breakout into an earnings report. So is earnings out or is earnings coming? Where was it? Oh, so it's already come out. Cool. So that actually broke. Am I correct in thinking this actually broke preempting the earnings report yesterday? Well, you're in uncharted territory, man. People are buying their childhood dream of owning the Harley. Yeah, multi-year highs. 40. Okay. This 45 seems to be like a problem that's been there for a long time. Where's the next levels? Going back into 17. Let's have a look at the weekly. Dang. Yeah, it's a massive breakout. Probably be a bit of a sugar rush on these types of things. Where does it go though? I don't know. There's so much noise. Maybe even really high, like 55 or something. I think every 5 is going to be a problem for it. So it looks really good on the charts. You've got a classic breakout here. I think every $5, man. Look at 50. If that's going to be a target just underneath 50, could be a good level. But there's no bearishness here in this chart. Gap above yesterday, preempting the news report. Looks like the news report is good. And yeah, even a pullback should be met by buying pressure. So looks good. Congratulations, Patrick. Denise Oki, US $4.99. Who is a good company to use for trading currency and crypto? Denise, it depends on which country you're in. So different countries will be differently good. Of course, we recommend BlockFi for staking, of course, guys. But look, Binance is good in terms of if you want to trade. I think BlockFi also let you trade certain cryptos, so it depends which ones you want to do. Yeah, depends on which one you want to do. Let's have a look here at Doge. A few people are asking about it. I will see if I can get which country you're in there, Denise. Doge is going to go to the vet, says Psychedella side. That's good. Where is it going? Well, it needs to really continue to hold up. I mean, obviously today's Doge Day. The 8-hour did close above 41 or 40, which is important. The closure occurred, and the buying pressure is coming through. So for this thing to hold, I mean, it needs to go right now, really. It needs to go in the next couple of hours. Otherwise, you're going to see that sentiment die off just because 420 was meant to be the day, and it will come down, and then it will go, as they said, go to the vet for a while. It'll find some price, stabilize for a while. But remember, this is like GME, yeah? So throughout this bull cycle of crypto, if Doge, let's say, fails here, doesn't go to $1, doesn't go to whatever, it will come back from the dead multiple times. I repeat, it will come back. What do you guys think? Will Doge come back multiple times from the dead where everyone hates it again and it sits there and it's consolidating whenever that may be? I think it's going to come back again as long as the BTC run continues. United States, ooh, coins there can be hard. Anyone using from the US got recommended platforms? I guess I'd go with BlockFi for staking, of course, but not Robinhood because they limit you hard. Kevin says Tom is not a boomer. Technically, I'm not, but I'll go with I'm a boomer. Why not? Put 1K in last week, up 9K, says Goat. Very cool, man. Harry says, don't miss out on Tesla. Bye. He says the short squeeze is imminent. 731. What else is going on in the markets? Oh, T-Docs green, guys. Look at Square. 2.54% up for Square. Yes. So Doge Tickles. You don't even have to ask what Sir Doge Tickles thinks. So Doge Tickles just says that the coin's never going back down. Qcoin platform is US is great. Yeah, Qcoin is something else that's there. Coinbase, Voyager, Binance. The problem with Coinbase though is it can be expensive. Doge will keep chasing the bunny around the track for a while still. Yeah, look, I'd love to see it break through here. Look, there's no bearish action in the current chart. No bearish action. I'll get rid of all these lines because we're on a 5-minute chart. We don't need that noise there. Yeah, I mean, these are strong candles met by strong buying pressure just before. And when you get above like right here around this 42.60, expect it to be explosive up to 50. And there's pretty good percentage there. Still 17.9. So pretty good percentage there if it does get through the zone. So I think Doge it looks fine on the charts. Neo, putting the pressure on here. Probably can't see it very well, but there's our little trap on Neo. Umar, one of the mods has sent me your question. TRX was your question. Wanted to ask is everything has cycles, what is cheap right now in terms of assets? So gold would be cheap when everything is good and property is good when we are in recession. Okay, so gold goes into super cycles, man. So gold is a horrid, and any gold holder or silver holder out there will know this. Gold and silver are horrible during most of the time you own them. Manipulated asset, etc. But sometimes they're glorious to own. So I believe in kind of like super cycles on those types of things. So as I've said before, I think gold will have another kind of 9 to 12 months left in it on this rise, and then it will kind of become a bit boring for a few years, more of a trade than an own. So that's the way I think of it that way. If you want to talk about cycles, I'd suggest, of course, you buy the course, come in, sit in the private chat. I crap on about it all day. But basically, you want to look at what happened in the global financial crisis, the sectors that were coming out strong, the dates that were coming out strong. It is very carbon copy-like of what happened last time. Because we've got similar monetary policy, similar pumping in the system, and of course, therefore, similar moves. Mike Oz says CRSP increasing further. Oh, I want to look. CRSP. CRISPR Therapeutics. Cool. Could be a sleeper hit here on this one. I'm pretty big on the old health tech. You know that. So I think that they got beaten down, and there's plenty of the opportunities seem to be in health at the moment. Like even CSL, look at this horrible looking chart. Down heavily from where it was. This was what happened to it during the pandemic. You can see it's up. Now, if they got kind of screwed over by the AstraZeneca vaccine, and they were producing it, and then the government's like, no, we don't want that anymore. So that's definitely hurting their price. But my point is, it's that kind of concept. So let's leave it with you here, guys. US 100 0.12% up here, 13,925. I'd love to see it break 14,000 today. US 500 down slightly, 0.19%. Let's have a look at the US 500. Still bought up since the futures. So this is a very strong positive thing. We want it above this point here, 41.51, close above there for the day, and it's all green, all good. Tom, compare the ADA versus Doge charts. Really? ADA versus Doge? Okay, so it's come down and then went up around this time. So I'll just have a look at this time on Doge. What? Oh, I forgot it already. I don't think they're comparing, man, based on this. But wait a second. What is this? 16th of April, 12. 16th of April, 12. Nah, I don't know. Don't know about that one. Yeah. But look, I don't think I compare Doge to anything at this point. Just look at it from the perspective of the markets are trading high. It's all about social media. It's all about runs from pump and dump groups. And of course, massive amounts of people feeling euphoria. That's what it's all about. ADA is going to be the sleeper hit. If it's still sitting here tomorrow and the rest of the market is up, then of course that provides opportunity. 122 for ADA or Cardano is key. So guys, look, we're going to continue watching gold. Oh, that's looking much better. I'm going to check this out right now. Yes. Oh, it's so close. Beautiful wick purchasing. 1773. Catch you, everybody. See you tomorrow. Remember, subscribe, hit that like button if you do enjoy the streams, and we'll see you again for Market Open. I got distracted here by a few stocks near the end, but we'll see you again tomorrow with fresh new content. Doge 420. Will it happen? Probably when I'm sleeping. Bye for now. Shubham Singler says, I want to short Doge, but I don't want to fight Elon Musk. It may not be the fight that's worthwhile, bro. It's like say you want to short Tesla. How many people got burnt shorting Tesla, man? Didn't work out. Didn't work out. Good luck. Nick Chu says, plot twist, Tom is a millennial. I am, man.